Hello YouTube, welcome back. It's been a while since I've made a video and I feel motivated at the moment, so look at my poor Galaxy S4, it's just absolutely bruised and battered. That's what a holiday in Egypt does to your Galaxy S4. Protect your phone. Look at that crack, can you see it? Wow. Anyway, we're going to be looking at the Galaxy S5 port from Albe95 over on XDA. There's been some big advances. I'm not sure it's ready as a daily driver for me, but we'll run through how to install it, some of the options you get, and then we'll do a quick review of it and maybe a little tips and tricks as well to guide you through. The first thing we're going to do is go to XDA developers, to the S5 camera porting mod by Albe95. Great work. Just a great example of someone who's bringing developers together to get something fixed and working for our Galaxy S4. So first things first, we're going to go to the opening post of it, and you've got some choices now. So I'm running it on Echo ROM version 35.1, port number 10 or X, Echo ROM X, Echo X, I don't know. Anyway, it works really well on it. I really recommend the ROM anyway. So that's what we're running on. We're on Android 4.4.2 and we're on one of the latest bases. Echo ROM is always on one of the latest bases. So anyway, first thing we're going to do, we've got a choice now. We can download either the 9.6 megapixel resolution as your default camera resolution, or the 13 megapixel, and that was because before this version it was camera kept changing its default settings. So if it was on 13 megapixels and you change it to 9.6, when you came out of the camera and went back in, it had changed back to 13 megapixels, or the other way around, I can't remember. Anyway, you've got a couple of choices now, so whichever one you choose, that will be the default, where every time you open the camera you'll get that as the default resolution for your camera. I like the widescreen, full screen, 9.6 megapixels, so you download it from there, and I've already downloaded it here. A couple of things you need to do first. First of all, we're going to open up our Route Explorer, and we're going to go to System Apps, and we're going to go down to Samsung Camera, Samsung Camera 2 APK, and we're just going to rename that. We're going to back it up essentially. Yes, we do. So we're going to change it from Samsung Camera 2 APK to .apk.bak, or anything you like actually. Doesn't have to be back, it can be anything. So that's the first thing we've done. The next thing we're going to do is boot into recovery. I'll just pause the camera while that's booting into recovery. Just booted into recovery, and all we're going to do is find the downloaded zip file. And that looks like S5 camera porting v4.2 Albe95 9.6 megapixel as the default. I'm going to hit zip, yes, install. It doesn't take long to install at all. When you reboot, you are going to have to optimize apps, all of them I think, so that does take a while. I'm just going to reboot system now. We might get a glimpse of that. But I'm just going to pause the camera while that reboots. There you go, optimizing apps. Don't you just hate it? Takes ages, but got to be done. And we're still optimizing. Okay, hello. So we've rebooted, just about. And the first thing we do, you'll notice the camera app's missing from the tray there. We're just going to go to it and we're going to clear the cache before you open it. Let's clear the cache. That's what Albe95 recommends to do, so that's what we're going to do. Read the OP. It's like the rule. And we're just going to go clear cache. Come out of that, and then we should have, let's put it on my home screen there, a working Galaxy S5 camera, and it launches pretty quickly. You can see it's Caranel working Galaxy S5 camera. Groovy. Okay, so now we've got our Galaxy S5 camera up and running. There's a few things we're going to want to do. We're going to want to download the extra modes. Now, all the modes are available as a download APKs. You just install them as normal APKs or move them over to the system app folder and you'll get all the modes on your phone. Or using a little build prop hack, you can access them via the Samsung App Store by hitting the download button in the camera app. And that enables you to download all the S5 up-to-date apps directly from the App Store. And not only that, when you apply this build prop, it allows you to download all the Samsung updates for the apps on your phone, including things like S Health. So it's a really easy way to get updated the S5 apps on your phone. I'll show you how to do that now. What we're going to do is open up our Route Explorer, and we're going to go down to System and scroll down to Build Prop, and I'll show you what we're going to change it from. So we're going to change it from RO product model GTI9505. You can see that right there. And we changed that line from GTI9505 to the S5 ID, which is SM-G900F. And that essentially tricks the Samsung Store and the App Store, Google Play Store, into thinking you've got a Galaxy S5. And you can download all the apps. So that's cool. So we can download those to our phone. There you can see I've downloaded surround shot, sound shot, animated photo, things like that. Let's have a look at the modes. Beauty face works, not going to go there. Shot and more doesn't work, unfortunately. I like to use that one when I'm out and about with my daughter. Panorama doesn't seem to work on this version of Echo ROM. We might have a play and see if we can get it working. Virtual Tour does work, which is nice. I don't know what I'd use it for. Dual camera works. We can choose our different dual cameras. I don't want to do that. There we go. So sorry, show you that dual camera. Like dual camera mode. Animated photo works, essentially takes a GIF, but if you've got the S5 gallery installed, you can edit that GIF as well and stop bits from moving and things. Sound and shot works. Surround shot looks as though it will work, but unfortunately for me, it does take the pictures, but when you get to the gallery, the view is very distorted. So that's some of the modes there. Let's go back to some of the other settings. And let's come up to surround shot, so we'll go back to auto. So let's have a look at some of the settings. I installed the default 9.6 megapixel picture size, but goes all the way up to 13 megapixels there. I've got burst shot, that doesn't work unfortunately. Picture stabilization works, good for night mode. Face detection works, metering modes, tap to take pics works, selective focus doesn't work. You can choose the video size. UHD obviously won't work on this phone, but there you go. Recording mode for video is pretty good. Slow motion does actually work quite well, in fact very well I'd say. We go 1/8. I'm not sure if we can force the flash to be on, but there we go. Let's see what that slow motion video does. So yeah, come on, it's not doing something. That's definitely captured the slow motion. That's pretty good. I think in better light that would work quite well. I'd like to test that out out in the field. Cool, so slow motion works. Nice feature that. I like that. Back to settings. What else works? Boo, boo, boo. So slow motion works, flash obviously works, timer works. HDR mode, I'm not going to go there. It does make a difference, especially in low light conditions. If you look through the thread, there's a couple of examples of HDR in there. It does work, but it's not the same as the S4 one, which I think is pretty good. Location tag works. You can choose where to store device or memory card. Review pics. Can't test remote viewfinder. You've got the usual stuff. Voice control works, so we can go shoot. There you go, there's image stabilization. These three center quick access icons you can actually change, so holding down and you can move things to replace them. So you've got quick access there, and of course front facing camera works. There you go. It does actually take, come here Mr. Banana, a pretty good picture. So that's a close-up of Banana, and you can see there, that's not bad at all. Banana de Costa Rica. Okay. And that's it. That is the Galaxy S5 camera port from Albe95 over on XDA. I should mention also, if you want to go back to your camera, just open up your Route Explorer, back to System, App, Samsung Camera 2, I think it's changed now to Samsung Camera 3. Samsung Camera 3. Back that up and then rename Samsung Camera 2 back to .apk, and that will just give you your normal camera, S4 camera, back to normal, and it seems to work without problem. So that's how you get back. There you go. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Great port. Thank you to everyone on XDA, and please subscribe to my channel. Just helps motivate me to make more videos. If you got any suggestions for videos, let me know. I want to make videos that you want to watch. So be cool, people. Peace.